The MP for North East Somerset took to Twitter to blast a recent report from the Exiting the European Union Committee. Mr. Rees-Mogg said, "Today's report by the Select Committee on Exiting the European Union split between those who voted to remain and those who voted to leave. This explains its remoanerish tinge." The Parliamentary Select Committee is composed of a cross-party selection of 21 MPs, including Mr. Rees-Mogg himself. The committee has some high-profile Remainers, such as Hilary Benn, who recently called for a flexible exit date to ensure the UK could extend negotiations past the estimated 2 years transitional deal with the EU. It also has members who voted against the EU withdrawal bill in September, such as Liberal Democrat MP for Bath Weir Hobhouse, who vowed to continue championing the European Union. The committee has some high-profile Remainers, such as Hilary Benn SNP MP for Edinburgh South West. Joanna Cherry, who is also on the committee, said, "The EU withdrawal bill is a profoundly depressing read and a sobering reminder of the madness of Brexit." In the report titled "The Progress of the UK's Negotiations on EU Withdrawal," a gloomy picture has been painted for Brexit. It says it agrees with Chancellor Philip Hammond's view that a no-deal Brexit will be a very, very bad outcome. The report says there has been continued debate about no deal being reached at the end of the negotiations. "We agree with the Chancellor of the Exchequer that this would be a very, very bad outcome for the UK, and we think it would also be harmful to the EU, in particular for our closest trading partners. It would be chaotic and damaging for the UK economy and would leave many businesses and whole sectors in limbo facing huge uncertainty." Sunday, July 9, 2017, Jacob Rees-Mogg visits the new Bagpuss pop-up shop at Whiteley's shopping centre. The report also questions whether or not a no-deal would even be possible. It adds, "The government must do everything it can to avoid such an outcome." The government has said that if no deal is reached, specific sector-by-sector agreements could still be made to minimize damage to the economies of both the UK and EU member states, but there is nothing to suggest that this would be a straightforward or swift process, or even possible. The report says that Theresa May's statement that no deal is better than a bad deal is difficult to imagine, and any possible deal, consistent with WTO and other international treaties, that would be more damaging to the UK's interests than leaving the EU with no deal whatsoever in place. This is despite the Bank of England saying this week that the UK could survive a so-called disorderly Brexit where the country goes under World Trade Organization rules if talks with the EU collapse. Mr. Rees-Mogg said, "There is nothing to fear from leaving the EU without a deal. Even the perpetually gloomy Bank of England is now admitting it." Getty Weir Hobhouse voted against the EU withdrawal bill in September. The report also criticizes the government for wasting time, which will affect the outcome of Brexit. It says the June general election, combined with the summer recess, has meant that nearly a quarter of the Article 50 negotiation time has passed without the opportunity for us to provide scrutiny on progress. While acknowledging the statements he has made to the House, we expect to hear evidence from the Secretary of State at regular intervals, and we request that he commit to giving evidence to us at least once every 2 months. The report also says the nature of future UK trade and services with the EU will be determined by many things, including economic interests, the extent to which the UK chooses to and the EU requires the UK to remain closely harmonized with EU standards and regulations. It continued, "Given the short time left, it is very hard to see how it will be possible to negotiate a bespoke trade and market access deal between now and October 2018. The Bank of England said this week that the UK would survive a hard Brexit. The government's stated policy aim is to agree, by October 2018, the Article 50 withdrawal agreement, a transition implementation period and a comprehensive free trade agreement and a comprehensive customs agreement that will deliver the exact same benefits as we have. Any deal between the EU and the UK must be voted on by both the European Parliament and Westminster before the deadline of 11 p.m. on March 29, 2019, but, unless the exit date has been postponed by unanimous agreement by the 27 member states under the terms of Article 50, and a settlement has not been reached, then the UK will leave without a deal." The report urges the government to hold a vote as soon as possible after any deal is agreed.